Hola, my name is Carol Koch, Professor of Spanish at Colorado Mountain College. I would like to share with you a study abroad opportunity that is taking place in the summer of 2020. Colorado Mountain College is going to Uruguay and Argentina for a Spanish language immersion program that will also focus on the history and culture of the region. So Uruguay and Argentina are in the southern cone of South America, so the very southernmost part of South America, and specifically we will be staying and studying in the region known as the Rio Plata region, and that is comprised of the areas surrounding the Rio Plata on the Uruguay side and the Argentina side as well. So an overview of the program looks like this. Students will be in Spanish immersion classes with the local school in Uruguay. There will be small classes. We will also be studying the history of the Rio Plata region with a Uruguayan professor. Students will be living with a Uruguayan family, and this is a really important piece of the immersion experience. Your family will be your guide to the culture, food, and language of the Rio Plata region, and specifically the capital, Montevideo, which is where we will be based. We will have guided tours to historical sites in and around Montevideo. We will be taking 2 weekend trips, one to Colonia de Sacramento, which has been designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, which is part of United Nations, and we will be spending a weekend in Buenos Aires in Argentina. So Spanish immersion classes, history, homestay, field trips, and weekend trips. So let me just tell you a little bit about Uruguay. It's ranked first in the region for democracy, peace, and lack of corruption, and quality of living. Uruguay provides all citizens with no-cost access to education, K through university. It has a very progressive outlook. So additionally, Uruguay also provides all citizens with no-cost access to health care. Interestingly enough, Uruguay is the least religious country in Latin America, kind of sets it apart from what you typically think of as South America. Uruguay's football team has won the World Cup twice, and in 2013 Uruguay became the first country to legalize marijuana, and in the country cows outnumber people 4-1. Some stats: Uruguay is a small country, 3.5 million people. The currency is the peso uruguayo. Current exchange rate sits at about $1 to the 37 pesos. The government is a representative democratic republic. Ethnicity sets it apart from other countries in South America or Central America as well. And these stats are true for Argentina as well. So the ethnicity is primarily of European descent, with 8% mestizo and 4% indigenous. So these numbers in countries like Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, those would be much bigger. So Uruguay and Argentina have a different feel, more European feel than other countries in South America. So the European heritage comes primarily from Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and German. So we will be based in the capital of Uruguay, which is Montevideo. It's a port city. It was founded in 1726 to counteract Portuguese advance from the north into the Rio Plata region. So Montevideo was founded to be a stronghold by the Spanish from the Portuguese. It is the southernmost capital in the Americas, and the metro area has a population of about 2 million people. So over half the population live in the Montevideo metro area. Montevideo is a very modern city with a European feel, as I mentioned. You can expect all of the amenities of a modern city. That said, Montevideo also has deep historical roots that is evident in the beautiful colonial architecture of the Ciudad Vieja. The city is full of green spaces. There are large parks that line the coastline, as well as parks and plazas that provide green space throughout the city. We will be taking the buquebus, the ferry, over to Argentina. It's about a 2-hour ferry ride between the two capitals. Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina, and it's steeped in history and culture. The most iconic image of Buenos Aires is La Casa Rosada, and that's where the executive branch of government works. That's where the president works. We will also visit iconic neighborhoods of Buenos Aires, such as the Art District of San Telmo and Recoleta, which is a neighborhood that has been dubbed the Paris of Buenos Aires because of its European-inspired architecture, universities, and cultural sites. All right, just to summarize or recap, during the program we will be doing Spanish immersion classes in small group settings. We'll be studying the history of the Rio Plata region. We will be doing a homestay, participating in guided visits to historical sites in and around Montevideo, and 2 weekend trips. The program fee is $3,495. We do have some scholarship money available. Priority will be given to early applicants. And program application is due on the 6th of March, as well as a deposit. So, on this program, you can immerse yourself in another culture, but as you are still advancing your degree or your goals. So you can count credits towards your CMC degree. You can count credits towards your Spanish proficiency certificate, or you can earn credits for transfer. So anywhere from 6 to 8 credits, depending on the Spanish class that you will be taking. I am happy to sit down one-on-one and discuss with you the program, and if you have specific questions or needs, I am available to talk with you. So you can contact me by email or by phone. And if you want to take a look at some more information, you can check out our study abroad page at coloradomtn.edu. Thanks.